Hello guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Grace. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that whenever I post new content you get notified. So today we are making this beautiful dress, and I hope you enjoy the tutorial. Okay, thanks, enjoy. Okay, so these are the materials you're going to need. You'll need yarn, and I'm using this Winter King brand. It is 4-ply and it is 100% acrylic. It is 50 grams in weight, and it is a medium weight yarn, and I'll be using it in this orange color. You're going to need a hook, and I'm using a 3.5mm hook. You'll need scissors for cutting your yarn, and you're going to need a tape measure. So the measurement you're going to need your hip measurement, you're going to need your waist measurement, and you're going to need your shoulder to shoulder measurement. So we are going to start with the shoulder to shoulder measurement. So for your shoulder to shoulder measurement, you are going to add 2 inches to it. So if you are working with a shoulder measurement of 18 inches, when you add 2 inches, that gives you 20 inches. And today I'm working with a shoulder measurement of 17 inches, and when I add 2 inches I'll be getting 19 inches. So I'm going to work a shoulder to shoulder measurement of 19 inches. So I'll just put this aside. Okay, so you're going to start by making a slip knot. After making your slip knot, we are going to work our first row, which is a double crochet row. And we are going to work chain double crochets. We are going to work them together. You are going to start by chaining 3. 1, 2, 3. After you have chain 3, you are going to yarn over and go into the first chain that you made. So you are going to skip the first 2 chains and into the last chain, which is the first chain you made. Go in there and insert your hook like that and pull up yarn. After pulling yarn, you'll be having 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through the first one, and now you are going to complete your double crochet. So yarn over, pull through the first 2 and pull through the last 2 like that. So we've made our first double crochet plus a chain. We are going to make the second one. You are going to yarn over and you are going to go into this loop over here, at the base of our double crochet. You'll go at the base of the double crochet, and you'll insert your hook under that loop. There are 2 loops there, so insert your hook under those 2 loops, pick up yarn like that, yarn over, pull through the first, and then we are going to complete a double crochet. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, pull through the last 2, just like that. Yarn over, go into both loops at the base, like that. Pull up yarn, yarn over, pull through the first loop, then yarn over, pull through the first 2, pull through the last 2. So this is what you are going to repeat. It is actually very simple. If you hate making chains and going back in them, then there is a trick for you. But if you find this hard, you can just go ahead and make normal chains and then go back in them with the double crochets. It is still the same thing. So after working several, you can see we have our double crochets, and when you look at the base here, we have our chains. So we are making the chains as we move, and we are also making the double crochets as we move. Yeah, so you are going to repeat this until you have your shoulder to shoulder measurement. Yeah, whatever number you got plus 2 inches, and I'll meet you back with mine. Okay, I'm back with my double crochet and chains, and this is what it looks like. Yeah, and when I measure, it should be 19 inches. So yeah, 19 inches in length. Yeah, it is 19 inches. Let me just measure it well. Yes, it is 19 inches in length, which is what I was going for. And I've made a total of 78 chains, 78 double crochet. Yeah, so I made a total of 78. After that, we are going to go to row 2. You're going to chain up to 1, 2, and that chain 2 acts as a double crochet. Yeah, and we are going to add 2 more chains, 1, 2. So for a total we have chained 4. After that, you're going to turn your work, yarn over, and you are going to skip the next 2 stitches, that is 1, 2, and into the 3rd stitch go in there with 1 double crochet. Yeah, chain 2, skip 2, go into the 3rd with a double crochet. Yeah, chain 2, skip 2, go into the 3rd with 1 double crochet. And that is all we are going to repeat for this row. So do that, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. I'm back with my work, and I'm just going to chain 2, skip 2, work another double crochet. Yeah, so I have 2 stitches remaining which I can't work in. Yeah, so I'll just ignore them. I'll undo the 2 stitches later. Yeah, so I'm going to chain up 2, just like that. After chaining 2, we are going to go into that immediate stitch after the chain 2. Go in there and make a double crochet, and we are going to place 2 double crochets into the chain 2 space, like that. A double crochet on top of the previous double crochet, 2 double crochets in the chain 2 space, a double crochet on top of the double crochet, and that is all we are going to do in this row. Yeah, so just repeat this, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. I'm at the end of the row, and I'm going to work my last 2 double crochets. After working 2 double crochets, I'm going to work the last double crochet on top of the 2nd chain. So we have 1, 2. Yeah, so on top of that 2nd chain we are going to work our last double crochet. After that, you're going to chain up 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to repeat the 2nd row. Yeah, so after chaining 4, turn your work. So that chain 4 is a double crochet plus 2 chains. Yarn over, skip the first 2, go into the third stitch with a double crochet, chain 2, and we are going to repeat that second row. So I'll meet you at the end of the row. I'm back, and we are going to work the last double crochet, yeah, and we are going to chain 2 to go to row 1 2 3 for our 5th row. After chaining 2, we are going to work a double crochet into the next, that corner stitch, yeah, so that chain 2 doesn't count in this row. In these double crochet rows, that chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch, yeah, that's why I've worked another double crochet there. After that, go into the chain 2 spaces with 2 double crochets and a double crochet on top of the previous double crochet in the chain 2 spaces, yeah. So this is all you are going to do, and you are going to repeat those, the first and the second, the second and the third row till you get the height that you want, yeah. So I'm going to make mine, and I'll come back to let you know the length that I've made, yeah, and the number of rows that I worked. So I'll work mine off camera and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I'm back with my work. I worked a total of 19 rows. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19, and when I measure, it's about 9.5 inches, yeah, and I want a height of around 12 inches, yeah. So we are going to make increase for our back area in the next rows, yeah, in the next 3, for the next 3 inches, because I want a height of 12 inches. So I'm going to chain 4 to start our next row. After that, after chaining 4, you are going to go into that chain, into that same stitch, so yarn over, we are going to make an increase, place a double crochet into that stitch, yeah. So we have made an increase here, chain 2, skip the next 2, work a double crochet, yeah, chain 2, skip 2, work a double crochet, skip 2, work a double crochet, and you are just going to repeat the pattern, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. I'm back, and just going to chain 2, skip 2, and we are going to make an increase here like we made when starting the row, chain 2, and place another double crochet into that same stitch, yeah. After that, we are going to chain 2, turn your work, and this next row we are not going to make any increase, we are just going to work our row as usual. Place 2 double crochets in the chain 2 space, and yeah, just place your double crochets like you've been doing, and you can see there's it's starting to move outwards. So I'll meet you at the end of the row. Okay, I'm at the end of the row, and now we are going to work our 2 double crochets, and we are going to place the 3rd double crochet in the chain 2. So this is 1, 2, yeah, to complete the row like that. After that, we are going to chain up 4, and we are going to repeat what we did in this row. So we are going to yarn over, go into this corner stitch with a double crochet to make an increase, chain 2, and yeah, just repeat that row, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. Sorry, actually, so you are going to repeat this for a total of 3 inches, or I am going to repeat it until I have a total of 12 inches, yeah, and I'll be back with my 12 inches. Okay, I'm back with my work, and after making my increases, now I have 12 inches, yeah, I have my 12 inches, and this is what it looks this side, and this is what it looks this side, yeah. So you remember the hip measurement, sorry, the waist measurement. We are going to need that now, and I'm working with the waist measurement of 28 inches, yeah. So 28, I'm going to subtract 5 inches from that 28. Now that 5 inches I'm subtracting is with to give it room to stretch, yeah. So we are going to subtract 5 inches from your waist measurement, yeah. And after subtracting 5 inches from 28, I'm remaining with 23. And now I'm just going to measure this my lower part to check how many inches now I'm supposed to add, yeah. So I have a total of 21, and 21 minus 23 inches, that 23 is was 28, and I've subtracted 5 inches. Now I'm remaining with 23 inches, yeah. So 21 minus 23, that is 2 inches, yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to make a chain that is 2 inches long, yeah, so that we can join both sides. A chain that is 2 inches long. So let's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me check. No, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9. Let me just add 1 to make it 10. So I have chained 10, and now we are going to join these 2 sides together, yeah. So I'll go on top of the first double crochet that we made on this side, on top of that double crochet, yeah. Is that the first one? Actually, this is the first double crochet because chain 2 doesn't count. So go there and make a slip stitch just like that. So this is what I have after making a slip stitch, yeah. After that, I'm going to chain 1 and cut off my yarn. After doing that, we are just going to put my work like this, and I'm going to count. I made 10 stitches, 10 chains. So sorry, yeah, was it 10, 11? Let me just confirm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I made 11. So 11 divided by 2, that is 5.5. Yeah, so I'm going to count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put my hook into the next, because I want my seam line to be in the middle. Yeah, after that, going to make a slip knot, and reattach my yarn there, and I'll chain up 4, chain 2 acts as a double crochet plus chain 2 space. Yeah, and we are going to skip the next 2. 1, 2, place a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, 1, 2, place a double crochet. Just skip all this and place a double crochet on top of this first double crochet over here, just like that. And we are just going to repeat the pattern. Skip 2, place a double crochet. Yeah, so just do that, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. I'm back with my work, and skip 2, just continue with the pattern. Chain 2, skip the next 2, place a double crochet. 1, 2, place a double crochet, chain 2, and skip 2, and we are going to slip stitch on top of the chain 2, yeah, that we made to close that round. Yeah, after that, chain up 2, turn your work, we are going to start by making a double crochet into the immediate stitch. Yeah, that corner stitch, go in there with 1 double crochet, and the chain space gets 2 double crochet. Yeah, so just place double crochets the way we've been doing, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. Okay, I'm back, and I'm going to work my last 2 double crochets. After working those 2 double crochets, we are going to slip stitch on top of the chain 2 that we made to close that round. Yeah, after that, we are going to start increasing for the waist part. Yeah, so you are going to count your stitches, and you are going to mark the half points this side and this side. Yeah, so I'm going to do mine, and I'll be back with my half points. Okay, I've marked my half points. Yeah, so we are going to start working the next row. Chain up 4, 3, 4, turn your work. Yeah, skip 2, double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, make a double crochet. So do this till you get to the stitch marker, your first stitch marker. Okay, so my next double crochet should be where my stitch marker is. Yeah, so I'll just remove that stitch marker and go in there with a double crochet. Yeah, chain 2 and make another double crochet in there. So that is how we are going to make our increase for the hip. And sorry, I forgot to mention, by now you should have taken your hip measurement, and I'm working with a hip measurement of 38. Yeah, so we are going to increase until I get 38, half of 38 when folded like this. Yeah, which is 38 divided by 2 is 19 inches. Yeah, so when I measure this part, it should be half of 38 inches. Yeah, so continue making your double crochets with chain 2 spaces, and when you get to the stitch, your next stitch marker, you are going to repeat what we did over here. Yeah, and I'll meet you back at the end of the row. So I've come to the end of the row of the round, because we are working in rounds, and I've already chained 2. So you're going to skip 2, and into this last stitch you're going to place a double crochet. Yeah, like that. After that, you are going to slip stitch into the second chain, 1 2, into that second chain, go in there and make a slip stitch like that. Chain 2, turn your work. Yeah, and you are going to start by making a double crochet into the next stitch, that, and place double crochets into the chain 2 spaces and on top of the previous double crochets. So do this until you reach your increase, and I'll meet you back. So after working this first double crochet, now we have a chain 2 increase over here, and in there we are going to place a total of 3 double crochets. So there is the first one, the second one, which is the middle one, and we are going to mark it like that and work a last double crochet. So this is the middle stitch over here, and continue with your pattern. When you get to the next increase space, you're going to do the same what we have done here, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. I'm at the end of the row. I've worked my first double crochet. I'll work my last and then slip stitch on top of the chain 2 to close that round. Chain up 4, turn your work, skip 2, a double crochet in the next, skip 2, a double crochet in the next, skip 2, a double crochet in the next, chain 2, skip 2 till you get to your first stitch marker. Okay, so we have 1 stitch, then our stitch marker. Yeah, so chain 2 and place a double crochet where your stitch marker is. Yeah, So here we have increased with 1 stitch here in the chain 2, because we have only 1 chain down here, but we have chained 2 and we have not skipped 2 down here. Yeah, so chain 2 and skip the next, work a double crochet in the next stitch. Yeah, so I'll just remove it down there and mark this middle double crochet. That is where we will make our next increase. Yeah, and what you've done here, you are going to repeat it in the next stitch marker. Yeah, here, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. I've come to the end of the round and I've already chained 2, skip 2, there's this last stitch, place a double crochet on top of it, and slip stitch on the second chain from down. This is 1, 2, yeah, go in there with the slip stitch to close the round, chain up 2, turn your work, and this row place 1 double crochet into each and every stitch till the end of the round. In the chain 2 spaces, you know, you put 2 double crochets. Yeah, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. When you reach here, after placing your double crochet, return your stitch marker. I'll meet you at the end of the round. Okay, I'm back and I'm at the end of the round, and you are just going to slip stitch on top of the chain 2 that we made to close that round, like that. After that, chain up 4, 2, 3, 4, and we are going to repeat the pattern. Yeah, and I'll meet you when I get to my stitch marker. I'm at my first stitch marker and I've already chained 2, and we are going to make an increase here like before. Just remove it and go in there, place a double crochet, chain 2, place another double crochet in there. Yeah, so we have repeated what we did in this row. Yeah, here. So that is what you're going to do. You are going to make your increases. Yeah, you can rewind and check how we did the next rows. Yeah, and you're going to do that until you get half of your hip measurement while folded like this. So while folded like this until you get half. So mine is my half is 18 inches, so I'm going to repeat this until I have a total of 18 or 17 inches. Yeah, so do that and I'll meet you back. Okay guys, I'm back with my work, and this is what it looks like. And when I measure, and sorry for the background noise, yeah, so when I measure these 17 inches, but it can stretch to 18 inches, and I'll stop increasing from there. This is my last row of increase, and then now from here onwards, you're just going to repeat the pattern over and over again without making any increases until you get the height of the dress. Yeah, so I'll just remove these ones because I don't have I'm not using them anymore. Yeah, so that is it. So just continue with the pattern like we've been doing till you get the height of your dress. Yeah, and that is what I'm going to do, and I'll be back once I have the height for my dress. Yeah, okay, I'm back. I've already worked the height for my skirt, and it is quite long. Yeah, So we are going to make the strap, yeah, and this is how you are going to work it. We are going to start with one side, yeah. So take your hook and make a slip knot. After making a slip knot, I'm going to come and trace my hook here and insert my hook here and into my yarn, and I'm going to reattach my yarn, yeah. After that, I'm going to add one more chain for a total of 2 chains, yarn over, go into that same stitch and make a double crochet, yeah. After that, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, make a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2 stitches and make a double crochet, just like that. Chain 2, turn your work, place a double crochet in that corner stitch and place 2 double crochets into the chain 2 space, 1 double crochet on top of the previous double crochet and 2 double crochets in the chain 2 space, and our last double crochet on top of our previous double crochet, like that. Chain 2, turn your work, start by making a double crochet in that corner stitch. Now this chain 2 does not count as a double crochet, that's why we are making another double crochet in that corner stitch, yeah. And place 1 double crochet into each and every stitch. Work your last double crochet, chain 2, turn your work, start by working a double crochet in that corner stitch and place 1 double crochet into each and every stitch till you have 2 stitches remaining. Insert your hook in that second last stitch, pull up yarn, yarn over, pull through the first 2. You are going to be having 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go into that last stitch, pull up yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops, I mean. You'll be having 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all. So we worked 2 double crochets together, chain 2. Start by working a double crochet in the corner stitch. This row is going to be, there's not going to be any increase, so just work your 1 double crochet into each and every stitch. Chain 1, turn your work, 1 double crochet into each and every stitch till you have 2 last stitches remaining. We are going to make a decrease, so yarn over, go into that stitch, pull up yarn, pull through the first 2 and do the same to that last one, yarn over, pull through all. Sorry. Chain 1, turn your work, 1 double crochet into each and every stitch. So you're going to repeat that reduction until you have only 2 double crochets, and I'll meet you back. And I think by now you've noticed we are not reducing on this side, we are reducing in this inner side. We are reducing in one side only, this inner part. Okay, I'm back and I have 2 double crochets, and that is what I'm going to work with for several rows. yarn over, go into that corner stitch. Chain 2 does not count as a stitch. So this is our first stitch and our second double crochet. Yeah, chain 2, turn your work and repeat. So just repeat this for a couple of rows and I'll be back to tell you the number of rows I made. Okay, I'm back and I made a total of 16 rows. Yeah, after that we are going to reduce. So chain 2, turn your work, go into that first stitch, pull through the first 2, go into the last stitch and pull through the first 2. You'll be having 3 loops. Pull through all, chain 1, turn your work, and we are going to slip stitch into that second stitch. After that you are going to make a long chain, and I'm going to chain between 100 to 150 chains and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back and I'm just going to cut off my yarn. I made a total of 130 chains. Yeah, and yeah, so you are going to repeat the same for the other strap, and yeah, that is it. So you'll just use the straps to secure the back properly. Yeah, and if you want your back to be just bare without any straps crossing through there, you can just not make the strap. Yeah, you can just make a short one to tie around the neck, and that's it. So these ones, yeah, we are going to put them here to secure the back properly. Yeah, so guys, yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and you can also comment on what you think about the dress. Yeah, and yeah, bye. Thanks for watching.